Hey everyone, welcome to our new topic of the theory of evolution. Let's start off by just talking about a couple of vocab words and getting to know more about theories and this theory of evolution before we get into the details of the theory. So, first off, what is a theory? We've talked about this before in class. A theory is a statement or a type of model that has been tested and confirmed over a very long period of time. So, in science, we first start out with questions, then we develop a hypothesis, and then we do experiments to test that hypothesis. And if we test our hypothesis and we get the same results over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for a long period of time, then that scientific idea can become a theory. So that's just a statement that's been tested and confirmed over a long period of time. Next up, we talk about theories, and they can do a couple different things. They can explain data and observations that we've made. They can make predictions about something that might happen. Or another little add on about theories is that they're not quite absolute, they can be changed. So let's break that down a little bit more. Um, Theories like the theory of evolution can explain data we might have gotten from, say, the fossil record or something like that, could help us understand why did it look like that. Can make predictions. Well, if we are using the theory of evolution and we see a certain species of animal living on a certain island, we might be able to make predictions about how that species might change over time. But here's the thing, theories are not absolute, they can be changed. That means that just because a certain theory has been shown over and over and over and over and over again doesn't mean that a newer, better theory can't come along. So, a good example of that we've studied in class is when we had the miasma theory and we thought that diseases were caused by bad air for a long, 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 long time. But then now we have the germ theory, which has kind of gone and disproved the miasma theory. So theories can be changed. What theories have we learned already? Well, I just mentioned two of them, the miasma theory and the germ theory. Can you think of any others? All right. We also have talked about the cell theory. So lots of different scientists' work have contributed to these different theories that we have. For example, with the germ theory, we have works of Louis Pasteur, Joseph Lister, but also people like Semmelweis and John Snow have contributed to that theory. With cell theory, we have a lot of different scientists like Schleiden and Schwann and Hooke and Van Leeuwenhoek and Virchow. And miasma theory, that was Hippocrates, but also a lot of other ancient Greek scientists. But lots of scientists contribute to theories. Let's talk a little bit more about evolution. What is evolution? If you remember back to our characteristics of living things unit, we talked about evolution as being gradual change over a long period of time. So some people think that it's possible that whales actually emerged from something that was living on land, like some sort of ancient land animal, and that it changed gradually and moved closer to the ocean, changed gradually, and became what we know as a modern whale. That's part of the theory of evolution. It's just gradual change over time. So you could see that we didn't go directly from this jungle looking animal to this whale, but that there was gradual change over a very long period of time that would have been like millions of years. So evolution, gradual change over time. And next up, let's talk about this word species. You'll hear me use this word a lot as we talk about the theory of evolution, but species are similar organisms that can actually mate successfully with each other to produce fertile offspring. So whales are their own species. Whales can mate with other male or whales of the same species and produce new whales. Tigers are their own species. They can reproduce with other tigers to create more tigers, but whales and tigers are different from each other, and they would not mate to reproduce and create some sort of similar organism. So that means that whale and tiger are separate species. So is polar bear, separate species from the other two. It's a group of organisms is considered a species if they are similar to each other, meaning a lot of times if they're genetically similar, they have similar DNA, and also they can mate successfully with each other to produce offspring who can go on to produce more of the same species. Like tigers can produce tiger cubs, and those tiger cubs can grow up and make more tiger cubs, that sort of thing. So it is a species if it's similar and can mate successfully to produce a fertile offspring. That's it for this presentation. Thank you so much for listening.